So hello guys, today we're gonna talk about damage dealing, how damage dealing works and what you need to know to understand the core mechanics of damage dealing. If you don't understand damage dealing, you will not be successful in designing templates and you will not be successful in the game. So you really need to understand how damage is dealt in this game, in the land battles. So the best thing you need to look at is this battle screen. This battle screen is epic to understand the damage dealing. Won't say everything. This is Paradox, so a lot of things are happening behind the scenes, but this is where you can understand what do you have and what do the opponent have. So you have soft attack here, you have hard attack, and you have breakthrough. The defender has soft attack, it has defense and hard attack. So it's the same values. And the first thing to understand about damage dealing is that defense and breakthrough is the same thing. Defense and breakthrough controls one thing and one thing only: how much damage is dealt. And this can be really easy applied and understood in the game. As soon as you have more attacks than your opponent have defense or breakthrough, you will deal 4 times the damage. And this 4 times damage is the key to winning this game. You need to have more attacks than they have defense or breakthrough. You will still deal damage if you are below the attacker's breakthrough or the defender's defense. But as soon as you go over, you have more attacks than they have defense or breakthrough, you deal 4 times the damage. That is epic. That's why the attack values are so extremely important in this game. You can't make templates with a lot of defense only. You need to have attack so you can go over their breakthrough. Or as an attacker, attack so you can go over their defense. So as soon as you want to design a template, make sure that this has a lot of attack, and that's the way to punch through.
So let's look at one real-time battle in the game, which stats they have and how this make a difference and how it works in the real world. So the Italian unit has 500 in attacks. The Spanish unit has 400 in defense. So 400 in defense means that 400 of the attacking unit's attack will be blocked. So from those 500 attacks, 400 will be blocked and give normal damage, and 100 of the Italian unit's attacks will deal those 4-time damage on organization and HP. So what you see here and you see on screen is that the first 400 in attacks give the same amount of damage that the last 100. So the last 100 damage makes that 4-time damage 4 times as powerful as those 400 that only deal the normal damage. So this is what you will see in game. And it will work the same way if the Spanish unit would have 500 in attacks and the Italian unit would have 400 in breakthrough. Because if you remember, breakthrough and defense is the same thing. It's just the value you use when you are defending or attacking. So if the Spanish unit would have 500 attack and the Italian unit would have 400 in breakthrough, the Italian unit would take the same amount of damage as the Republican would do in the first example. So remember, defense and breakthrough is the same thing. It works the same way. It's just when you're attacking or you're defending. So let us go into the calculations of damage dealing. We'll do this in an easy manner and you will see it on the screen. I will put up some text here so you can follow me easily. But for each 100 attack that you have, that is under the damage or breakthrough of your enemy, you will do 1.9 organizational damage and 1.2 damage to their HP. For each 100 attack going over their defense or breakthrough value, you will do 7.4 organizational damage and 5 HP damage. So that 4 times damage really kicks in. It's really obvious, and seeing it like this, you really understand how much damage you actually will deal if you go over their breakthrough or defense values. Then there are a lot more about damage dealing, and we will go into it in other videos. There's something called coordination, which makes your attacks coordinate on a single unit. So if you have more units in battle, they will coordinate and try to focus their attacks on as few units as possible. So if you have 10 units here, these 3 units will try to coordinate their attacks on one of the units or fewer of their units. So your attack value really goes up over their defense value. Because if you spread out your attacks, it will be lower attacks on each individual, and each individual will take lower damage because you won't go over their defense or break for values. But coordination is another thing. We'll go into it in another video. HP damage, it's also another thing. We'll go into that in another video. If you have any request of videos we should prioritize in this, just write a comment and we'll look at it and see if we can make it done. Please subscribe to the channel and follow us, and there will be a lot more videos coming out about templates, modifiers, everything you need to know to play Hearts of Iron and really win the games. So with that said, I hope I see you guys next time, and yeah, see you guys next time.